Good morning. This is cause number 2016-26446 in the interest of Samuel Allen. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. Miss Alexander, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, sir.
All right. Please state your name and your relationship to the child.
I'm LaQuisha Alexander, and I'm her mother, Samaya Allen's mother.
All right. And representing the Attorney General of the State of Texas.
Andrea Eoff.
All right. The court will note that Sam Ellis Allen is the non-custodial parent who's personally served on July 15th, 2021 at 4 p.m. at 8181 El Mundo Street and 3604 in Houston, Harris County, Texas. He's not filed an answer or made an appearance. Is that correct, Ms. Eoff?
That's correct, Your Honor.
We'll proceed by default.
Thank you. Your Honor, before we begin, we'd like to ask that you take notice of the prior order in this case, the default order in suit affecting the parent-child relationship signed on September 17th, 2016. That is the order we are requesting a modification for today.
All right, let me look at it. All right, court will take note of that default order in suit affecting parent-child relationship.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. We would like to call Miss Alexander at this time.
All right.
Miss Alexander, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Will you please state your full name for the record?
LaQuisha Dante Alexander.
And will you state the name and age of your child?
Samaya Allen, age 9.
All right. And Miss Alexander, when you came to court back in 2016, you got an order that had 0 child support and 0 cash medical support. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And that was because Mr. Allen was incarcerated at that time. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Allen is no longer incarcerated, right?
No, he's out.
And because he's out, we are asking that the child support be changed from $0 to $177 a month. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you know what Mr. Allen does for a living?
No, ma'am.
And so because we don't know what he does and we don't currently have any sort of evidence to show his actual income, are you asking the court to make this child support judgment based on the minimum wage presumption?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's true that Mr. Allen has orders to support 2 other children. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And he has a 3rd child, but that child is no longer a minor, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So because there are only 2 children that are still minors, aside from your child, child support is being calculated at 16% of his net resources. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And are you asking the court to order him to pay that $177 a month in child support?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And how is your child covered for health insurance at this point in time?
It's through Medicaid.
And are you asking the court to order that you continue providing that Medicaid?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to order him to pay $38 a month in cash medical support, taking into account the 2 other children?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And are you asking that this new child support amount and new medical support amount start August 1st, 2021, the first day after he was served in this suit?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And are you asking the court to keep the non-disclosure finding that was in the prior order?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you believe this modification would be in your child's best interest?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to grant this modification and enter an order to this effect today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Non-disclosure wasn't discussed here.
The non-disclosure, it was in the prior order and she would like to maintain it, but I can ask her again if you'd like.
Yes,
Ms.
please.
Alexander, okay, Ms. Alexander, would you like to maintain the non-disclosure finding that was in the prior order?
Yes, ma'am.
And would you like for the court to make a finding of non-disclosure in this order?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, court will approve the order.